Hey you guys, it's Peter and welcome to my channel Peterisms, where I tell stories of my life and just little things that I have learned as I have grown into the person that I am today. And I just got back from getting my hair cut. I have like one hair that's like sticking out. It doesn't look so nice. I'm so happy with it. I've had such a fantastic day today. I went and got coffee and I had this like recovery thing I did today, and went and got my hair cut. I've been listening to my audiobook all day long. I'm listening to The Midnight Library by Matt Haig, which is very appropriate to talk about on this channel, even though it's a book and I have a booktube channel. It is like such a phenomenal book, and it's really making me think about my life and the decisions that I've made in my life and the possibilities that I have for my life and all the dreams that I still have left. And I really highly suggest this book if you're looking for a good book, something that will profoundly affect you. It's called The Midnight Library by Matt Haig, so I would really highly suggest that. But I want to get into reading the meditations today. I actually brought the two Melody Beatty books and then Linda Picone's the Daily Book of Positive Quotations. How could I ever forget that? So let's get into this, and I think it's, what is today's day? It's the 9th. Yesterday I read the wrong meditation. Did you guys notice that? I thought it was the 9th yesterday. Okay, October 9th. Let's get into this. From the Daily Book of Positive Quotations, The Right Track. October 9th, The Right Track. Even if you are on the right track, you will get run over if you just sit there. Will Rogers. We've got a plan, and it's a good one. Everything is ready, so we sit and wait for life to start happening. Surely being poised and ready is enough, but of course it isn't. Just knowing where we want to go and preparing to go there isn't enough. At some point, sooner rather than later, we need to get moving. It's risky, things can go wrong, but there's really no alternative. What steps can I take now to move towards my goals? I will do what it takes to act, to follow these steps, and to make things happen. Okay, so I have to share this on here, and I know that she's watching because a friend of mine recently told me that she watches every video that I put up on this channel. And I actually shouted her out in this video the other day. I didn't shout her out specifically, but she knew it was for her, and she texted me the next day and thanked me for it. And she reminded me of something that she heard me say way back in the day. And what she had reminded me that I said was that, you know, like, in regards to like drinking and using and things like that, you know, that like, I had tried that for a long time and basically gotten, you know, those results, which weren't great, you know. What was it going to really hurt me to try to do something different for 30, 60, 90 days, a year, right? And, you know, like, there's people that will say, try it for 30 days, and if you don't like it, we will fully, you know, refund your misery kind of thing. And she was like, you know, and she was sharing how, you know, like, she had applied that to a goal in her life. And I was really thinking about that. I was like, you know, it's funny because, like, with my weight loss journey, which is stagnant right now, but, you know, with so many things in my life that I've wanted to do, like, had I just taken that approach, you know, had I applied what I did with my recovery, this idea of, you know, I say this a lot, I was willing to put anything into my body to get whatever outcome, and I wasn't really afraid. I really wasn't. Like, I would just put something in my body and just be like, we'll see what happens, you know, and I wasn't too afraid of it. But I'm so, like, unwilling or resistant to try things that are going to be good for me or going to be healthy for me, you know? Like prayer and meditation, often I'm, like, resistant to it. I've been better about that the last couple years, but there's been periods in my life where I'm extremely resistant to it, you know? And anything to do with, like, you know, getting healthier, eating healthier, going to a personal trainer, going to the gym to work out, you know, just walking outside, all of these things. And all of these goals that I have, like, you know, hundreds of goals that I wanted in my life, dreams that I still have that are unfulfilled. And I was thinking to myself when she said that to me, like, I really needed to hear this today. I really needed to be reminded of something that I so believe, right? That is, I can set my mind to it. I want to actually, I should read it exactly how she said it. I want to make sure I know that she won't mind. Okay, where is it? She said that she believed that it was that it was me that said this about my sobriety. I'll try it for a year and then I can drink, okay? Meaning that I'll do this for a year, and if I don't like the outcome, then I'll drink. And And then she goes on to say that, you know, how she's applied that to her life. This idea of, like, if you don't want to do it, you know, you don't have to do it. And then she was explaining how she was going to apply it to this goal in her life. And then if it worked, if she did it for a year and she liked it, okay, great. And if it didn't, then she could give it up. She didn't have to do these things anymore and pursue her goal. And I was thinking about that. It's like really stuck with me like the last 2 days. And she texted me that. And I've really been thinking about all of these goals and these dreams that I've had that literally are just sitting there waiting for action, but no action is going to occur unless I do something about it, unless I put some motion to it, you know, the motion to the ocean. Nothing's going to happen, family friendly. I'm the one that has to get things started. I'm the one that has to sit down and actually, you know, like write the book that I want to put out. I'm the one that has to drive myself to the gym or put my walking shoes on and go outside and walk. You know, I'm the one that has to do those things. So I'm the one that's standing in the way of me accomplishing all of my dreams and all of my goals that I want to accomplish in my life. It's me that is standing in the way of that. And, you know, nothing's going to happen unless I am the one that starts taking action and doing those things, you know? And I thought about that, and it really inspired me. It really motivated me, you know? And just knowing that somebody else is taking that and applying it, like, really motivated me and inspired me too. Sometimes when I hear other people say things or do things, it's easier for me to apply it to my life. And then I'm reading this book on top of it, which is so much about, like, what lives you possibly could lead, what lives you possibly could have if you only were determined to have them, or if you really looked at all of the possibilities for your life, you know? And sometimes maybe part of that is being happy with what you have, being grateful for that which you've been given, you know? But also not becoming complacent. If you're like kind of sitting status quo and you're like, but there's all these other things that I want, go for them. We only have one life, you know? We're only here for one life. We have to make the most of it. So I want to thank my friend for texting me that. Like, it really, really meant a lot to me. Well, I texted her back, so she knows that. But it really, really meant a lot to me, and it really stuck with me, what she said. And it was like, I say this a lot on here because you guys will say this to me, but, like, it's often that, like, I need to hear something, and right when I need to hear it, it's, like, delivered. It's weird, you know? All right, let's go in and read from Melody Beattie's Journey to the Heart. Let's go in here and see. Did I read? I didn't read from this yesterday, did I? So October 9th in here should not be a repeat. Let's see. It probably is, and I don't even remember I read from that book yesterday. Nope, the scattered pieces will come together. October 9th, the scattered pieces will come together. Scattered pieces. Sometimes we look around, and that's what we see. Scattered pieces of ourselves, our lives, a project, a season of our lives. Where is the connecting thread, we wonder? How can we ever pull this together into something that makes sense, something with purpose, something with meaning? There are pieces to every whole, yet each piece is complete. Don't worry about how they will come together. Work joyfully on the piece that's before you, the piece that's in your life today. There are many pieces of you, many beautiful parts. The universe will help you bring all those parts alive. It will bring mirrors in you. It will bring mirrors to you, people who will reflect those beautiful pieces back to you. Look in the mirror of your life. What pieces do you see reflected? No, it's you you're seeing. Then let that part of you come alive. Pull in the parts of yourself, the many beautiful parts that have come alive. Beckon your warrior, your healer, your playful child. Bring together your professional self, your adult, the passionate part of you, the nurturing part. Let all the parts come together. Don't send any of them away. You need them all. Each is a beautiful piece of the soul, the life, the person you are. Trust the process. Joy is yours, available for the asking and the desiring, even in the developmental stages, even before the puzzle has been put together. The scattered pieces will come together, the scattered pieces of yourself, your project, your life. The connecting thread is love. The picture will be beautiful. Wait and see. Really good meditation. You know, I think so often, myself and a lot of people that I know, we always tend to look, I think, in life, because I've had discussions like this with my friends, we look at the negative, right? Like, we always look at, like, maybe that's what I was just kind of talking about, the things that we haven't accomplished or the things that we haven't done, and, like, instead of, like, how often do you tell yourself how proud you are of yourself? Like, I'm really proud of myself for this, right? You know, like, how often do we compliment ourselves? How often do we look at those beautiful pieces of ourselves? You know, I say to people all the time, I wish you saw in yourself what I see in you, or what other people see in you, you know? Because I think often most of the time, I think we're our own worst critic when we cannot see what other people see in us. We don't see those beautiful pieces. We don't see those beautiful parts. We only see those ugly parts that we want to tear away and get rid of and fix, right? Well, I know today at 48 years old and 25 and a half years sober that not every piece of me needs to be fixed. There are beautiful parts to me, many, many beautiful parts to me, you know? And there are a lot of things that I wouldn't want to get rid of or let go of, you know what I mean? And I think that for each and every single one of you out there. I think we have to be willing to see those parts as well. You know, when you stand in the stillness of the river and you look down, what do you see staring back, you know? And if what you see is only negative thoughts about yourself, you know, and ugliness and whatever, then you've got to change the tape in your head to telling yourself positive things about yourself. That's why in my vlog every single night, I say to look in the mirror and say, I love you, which is hard to do sometimes, but try it. Look in the mirror and say, I love you. You're going to be okay. And follow it up with positive affirmations, you know, and things you either want to believe or already believe about yourself. And sooner or later, if you start saying them long enough, you will believe in yourself, you know. You're talented, you're funny, you're beautiful, you're pretty, you're a good son, you're a good daughter, you're a good husband, you're a good wife, you're a good partner, you're a good friend, you know, you're talented, on and on and on. You are worthy of being loved. Sometimes it's hard to look in the mirror and say those things. It's even hard for me right now to look in the camera and say those things staring back at myself. Because as I'm doing it, I'm like really affirming what I want to believe about myself. Some of those things I truly, truly do believe. Some of them I still need to work on, you know? Saying that, you know, like, I'm a good friend. I believe that to be true. I think that I could still work on being a better friend. Saying that I'm a good son. I believe I'm a good son today. I believe I'm a good husband today. Believing that I'm worthy of love. There are some days that that's hard, you know? And that's where the negative tape creeps inside my head, and I have to eliminate that and replace that tape with saying, you are absolutely worthy of love. And I want that for each and every single one of you out there, you know? So I think that was a really great meditation. 2 really good meditations. So anyway, I'm going to get off here now. I hope you guys are having a wonderful beginning to your weekend. Thank God it's Friday, right? Thank God it's Friday. And I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.